Hey guys, good evening.
Welcome to Getting Cozy with Adrienne and Jan.
We're really getting cozy because it's dinner time.
Somebody's running behind. She had a
A
busy weekend though. She
little
had
bit.
company, which I had a busy weekend too.
You've had a busy few weeks.
I have I have goals. Goals. Today was the day. Today was the
Over.
deadline. It's over. It's done. Hopefully after the show we find out the results of our hard work and we get to move forward. Do a little happy dance there. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited.
I'm trying to share this thing and it's crazy. Why can't I find? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, goals.
Hold on, wait before we go into today's topic and everything. I do need to give a special shout out. Became a grandma again this weekend.
Yay!
Pretty exciting.
So cute.
Oh, he is adorable. Just Mama did a really good job baking this one. I'm telling you, the ladies are gonna die for this one, just like his brother. Oh,
Wait a minute. Daddy did a good job too. Stop that.
oh, well, oh yeah. I mean, absolutely. Dad did wonderful. Mom does all the hard work. I mean, it may be my son, but Megan did all the hard work. I mean, way to go, Dylan, for providing our genetic, you know, DNA and coding. Our toes survived. Yeah, I hear. But Megan did all the work. She did all the work. She put it all together. And she did a good job again. So congratulations, Dylan and Megan, on you guys' second baby. Super proud of you guys.
Yes,
And
they're adorable.
yeah, both. Oh my gosh, just the boys are perfect. Absolutely perfect.
They're gonna look like
Um, huh?
they're gonna look like twins.
Oh, they are. They're just so handsome. But I gotta say that's one good looking family. All four of them put together. I mean, I have to include Dylan in there too. It's pretty handsome.
Yes, yes, he is. You don't do it with just one.
I know, I know. So you're handsome, Dylan. Good job, Megan. But love you guys.
Megan, you got the
So
hard work. Sorry, babe.
hey, she was a trooper, man. When it comes to having babies, she's good. She's good. She knows what she's doing. I'm pretty proud of her. Really proud of her.
Some people
Proud of the both of
have
them.
them and others are not.
Right? She's got this down. She has it. So maybe some more in the future. No pressure. No pressure. But if it
Yeah,
happens, it happens.
you need some sleep. Come on.
That's what she's thinking. She's like, come on, just a couple of days.
Yeah, little sleep. Just let me have some sleep. All right, so I'm sharing this out, but so we got a few
Everything
topics.
after butt stinks.
Huh?
Everything after butt stinks.
Mm.
See, we just got done. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you know what? We just got done having a really good conversation. And now we gotta get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, the nitty gritty is what is the problem. But I want to wait till a few more people get on before I do that. I want to share a little bit. Um. Oh, it might be nice if I actually share it with our group.
I just did.
Okay. Um.
Okay.
So tell everybody what you've done this week and what happened today.
Oh man. So well, actually, it's not just this week.
Huh. No, but this was crunch time.
It's good. This week was crunch time. Last 2 weeks have been crunch time. This is a huge weekend for our family. Today was a huge day. We decided that we needed to pick up the game, and a year ago, I started renovating this house. I've had some help, a lot of help, but this family came together, and we removed so much that was left here from the previous owner. Uh, and their old farm, pig farm. So, there's trash buried underneath dirt that we were finding. And, you just old farm stuff. And they never threw anything away. And she was a great person. She is. She's still around. And he was a wonderful person. So, trying to pay honor to the family, redoing this house and trying to raise the value of it. We've done the living room, part of the dining room, removed tons and tons and tons of trash. Uh, my dump trailer has become my best friend.
Yeah, but Evelyn
Trimmed.
found so much stuff that
Yeah.
was just adorable.
Oh, yeah, this has been a learning experience for the family. It's been a great bonding experience. It's definitely pushed us to our max. But, I learned how to drywall, and I'm not an expert by it. Mm-mm. Nope. Um, this house will be my last drywalling experience unless I got to patch something. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I have a problem with chalk. So mudding is something else. But I have a new love and respect for it. Gosh, we redid the ceiling in here. It was coming down. Uh, we took down a porch and removed that. We're rebuilding that. Trees. We've removed trees. Just got a lot of work. I can't describe how much work we've done. Trim
And that
painting,
was
painting
there every
walls.
step of the way.
Huh?
And that baby was there every step of the way.
Yeah. I mean, replacing the windows and the doors was something else with the toddler. Oh, she's my right-hand girl though. I tell you what, she knows what tools are now. She knows what to get. She knows what she's doing. She knows. She'll be a good supervisor someday.
Yeah.
For sure. But today was the day of the appraisal to see how much our hard work is. Excited that we put in a corrugated ceiling in our dining room this weekend. It really it's going to tie together when the flooring comes in, going with that rustic feeling.
Yeah, that's what
All right, are we done sharing?
I am now. That's what some of us got to do. Others of us got to have fun this weekend. I got to go with Jeremy and go to graveyards. We're going to talk about that Thursday. We're not talking about that tonight. But what we are going to talk about tonight, yeah, we're good. What we're going to talk about tonight is
Paranormal drama.
And drama and people wanting to one up the other and talk some crap and just act silly.
Right. See, last week we had a great conversation about friendship and what true friendship means in the meeting world, in the paranormal field, and everyday life. Friendship's important. But like I said earlier, everything after but stinks. Everything. It comes with a price, and that price is drama. And you better have those strong bonds and those strong friendships, or that drama,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to clash.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of it being dished out. And it's retrograde coming up. Oh, by the way, I want to shout out to my location here in New Mexico, southern part, Home Depot this weekend. Before we get into this whole drama thing, everybody was nice. Everybody, hands down, everybody was nice. I want to give a shout out to everybody that was at Home Depot this weekend that I ran into. Wonderful group of people. Love, love their energy. Everybody was helping everybody, no asking, just getting up there and just doing it and just being a community, being a team player. That was really nice to see. So,
Yeah.
but it's coming into retrograde. Here comes that butt, and everything stinks out of butt. Everybody's going to start saying that.
Yeah.
That's why butt shouldn't be in your life.
I'm not even trying to blame this on retrograde.
But
we got, there's no
this,
we got some assholes in this field. That's all there is to it. So
there is. There's a lot of people that are attention seekers, and all they want is the fame and the glory, and that's like that in any field.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, when you work in the paranormal field, you work with energy, and you work with people, and you have people that know how to work your energy and use it against you, and create drama where drama is not needed. And we touched upon that last week, and we're going to touch upon it even more this week. The drama that we were dealt with 2 years ago. Yeah.
It's still there.
Is still
not
there.
Gone away.
No matter what one does, sometimes you just walk away. You just drop it. You let it be. You don't say anything. You love them where they're at. And what do? They like to come back and stab you right in that back. And what do?
Well, 2 or 3 times. All right. You let it go. This time, I'm not letting it go. You want to play? Let's play. I'm done. Would you like to expose your bullcrap? Let's do it. I will expose you every step of the way. You think you're invincible? Let's try. No, not doing it. There are certain things in this field that I got wrapped up in that I should not have. And one of them is just acting stupid and dumb. And seeing how far you can go before a network kicks you off. Well, gee, how far can you go before Facebook kicks you off? Well, apparently Facebook does not. So a network has to take a stand and say, look, this is as far as we're going. We're done. We cannot have our network talk about nasty things.
Certain things.
Yeah. We can't promote nasty things. So
this is not what we represent as people, as human beings. Working in the paranormal field, we take our job serious. Working in mediumship, we take our job serious. And paranormal and mediumship, I do believe, are two different things, because there's nothing paranormal about mediumship.
Right.
It's just there. We just work with the paranormal.
Yeah. Sure, do we get caught up in it? Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's take a step back to 2 years ago. It hit home. Literally, it attacked our families. It attacked us. We were thrown into a situation. I lost everything, and I knew I was going to lose everything. And I was dragged into it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was literally dragged into it, and I had no clue on what was going on other than I'm being attacked. And this is going down at this location, and this location is operated by my family, so I need to get this taken care of. In the end, I'm not going to complain.
Right.
In the end, I walked away with some of the greatest friends in the world and some of the best experiences, knowing more about myself. At the end of the day, though, it hurts. It sucks. You still deal with it.
Yeah.
And it follows you and it follows you and it follows you and it follows you like a rotten egg. Like a stink you just can't get rid of. And those people don't take their job serious and they don't represent. They mess and they play with stuff that they shouldn't. Whether that would be in the energy field, whether that be in one's life. It affects
Yeah.
people. It really does. It's not just nobody on the other end. I don't have any comments, by the way.
We got an issue with some of this, and I don't know what's going on. It says can't comment to some destinations. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to have to just get on things and see what we got going on because I don't know what's going on here. This is not how it's supposed to look.
That's okay. We can still go. We're still broadcasting. And honestly, if nobody can comment, that might be better on our end, so that we don't necessarily.
I don't know. I want to see everybody's comments. I think I fixed it. I'm not real sure. Yeah, Irene can comment. Hey, girl, how are you? I think I fixed it.
But what do you do when one crosses the line? What do you do when one just takes it overboard? And say it's not just having ridiculous shows and topics and embarrassing everybody and treating everybody nasty, and degrading everybody on what they do and what they can do because they can't do for you. What do you do when you have that person that's so negative that they just breed negativity? I can't have that in my life, and nor should anybody else. You can't even really love that person where they're at. You just, well, I guess you can. I feel sorry. I pity. And that's something I don't do. I don't pity very often. And I might talk myself out of this by the end of the show. I might not pity this person anymore, but
No, this person is mentally ill. They need pity.
People who are mentally ill don't need pity. They need help.
Yeah. I just know he'll never get it.
So you just got to love them where they're at and not feed into it.
Where they're at.
That's right. You love them and leave them. That's something that Adrienne and I have worked on quite a bit over the past couple of years, is loving and leaving.
Yeah.
Most of you people will probably know who we're speaking about. We're not going to mention names because I won't go there.
No.
But it's not just that person.
No. There's
Adrienne, what do you do when you walk into a situation like what we had, where you have somebody do something deliberately and open up and use everybody's energy for negative purposes, to create that drama, to feed that energy? And there's a lot of that in the paranormal field, lot of it. And it opens up doorways and it opens up things, and you don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're talking about. And then there's you have nobody there to clean up the leftovers. How do you stop this? Because it wrecks people's lives.
It does. And then there's people that want to blame things on people that really didn't do it. And there's people that want to ride people's coattails, which is my post today, and they're going to believe anything they say. Okay, if you weren't there, don't worry about it. Um, it's not always that way. It's not. You can watch videos and say, oh my goodness, watch videos of the president right now. They're going to cut what they want to. Watch videos of any other president in the world. They're going to cut what they want to and make it. Watch a medium in the paranormal field, and they're going to cut their segments until they make them either look how they want to or make them look ridiculous. One of those two is going to happen. And they do the same in the paranormal world. It's going to happen. If you want to believe that, that's fine. But I think people should be asking, what just happened, and ask both sides before you make a decision and start talking garbage. Because eventually you're going to talk to somebody who knows what actually happened. And they'll be like, this person's an idiot, even if they don't say it. This person's an idiot because they have no clue what just happened. Because the person they're talking to does know. So, yeah, keep going. Keep going. See how far you get. I kind of want to see how this turns out. Keep talking.
I always look at it this way. They're going to be ridiculous in the end. And that's basically what we have to do, is just make them look ridiculous in the end.
Yep. And we don't even have to help. They're doing it all on their own. They're doing it because there is more people in the paranormal world that are smart, that know what they're talking about, that don't listen to the drama than there are people who do. So, yeah, keep talking. Let's see how far you get. Because karma's going to bite you in the butt. We're not. I don't care. I'm just going to watch. Because here recently, karma's bit fast and hard.
I've been presented with a karma situation.
Mm-hmm. How'd that turn out?
Karma takes a while.
Usually it does, but this time it did not. It bit quickly.
Well, it's kind of funny because karma takes a while. You wait patiently. If you wait patiently enough, and this is what I recommend to anybody that's in this situation. Go take yourself a shower. Wash it off. Send it all down the drain. Take a deep breath. Center yourself. And just hand it back.
Return to sender?
Give it back. Some people call it a return to sender. I just say handing the baggage back. It's at the end of the marriage, do you want your ex's things? No. Pack them up, put them aside, send them back. That goes for energy too. Pack it up, send it back. Return to sender. Absolutely. Hands down. In any type of situation like that, just return to sender and cut your ties.
Yep.
And what happens is they don't know what to do. Absolutely don't know what to do. If everybody just lets them do what they're doing and they stand there and they look ridiculous because they're doing it by themselves. They're just I have the perfect example. You ready, Adrienne?
Let's hear it.
Parenting moment with Jan. Every child I have ever had a hand in raising, I have always told them this. Don't cry. Don't cry to me. If I've told you not to do something, and you have gone and done it and you're in trouble, don't cry. Why? Because you did it to yourself. And everybody in this room, if you look around,
Mm-hmm.
does not care whatsoever because you did it to yourself and you hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So, therefore, I'm not taking responsibility for your tears. You take responsibility for your tears. You pull yourself together, you pull your big girl panties up, you pull your big boy undies up, you suck it up, and you just move on
Easier
because you
said
know
than done, but
no,
yes.
it's that easy.
And
It
not
is
for the person
that
you're telling
easy.
that to.
No, it's that easy just to tell them that.
Oh,
What they
right.
do, what they do with it is what they do with it. You've at least told them that, you know what? It's your responsibility, it's not mine. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, this is where self-love comes in. If you love yourself truly and you respect yourself, you can look yourself in the mirror and see where you can improve and
Mm-hmm.
see where you've done right. And if you're honest with yourself, truly honest with yourself, you own everything you did, period.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is good or whether it is bad. And you are the one that knows at the end of the day. So, therefore, I'm not going to lay my head down and worry about somebody else's worry because you know what? If that person's going to go cheat, if that person's going to go lie, if that person's going to go steal, they're going to do that. There's nothing I can do about it. And I'm not owning any of the responsibility. It's going to like, do not ever apologize to me for somebody else's behavior. I, there's nothing I despise more than somebody turning around and telling me, I am so sorry so and so behaved like that. Oh, no, don't you ever do that, girlfriend. Don't you ever, ever, ever apologize for somebody else's behavior because you were just taking that responsibility off of that person and you are owning it. That is
Yeah.
not your energy. That is not your beef. So at the end of the day, when you lay your head down and you realize that there's nothing that you can say, there's nothing you can do, you have done made yourself look like a clown and you're going to have to face the music. Either you can clean up and face the day, or you can remain that scumbag and continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the next day, you're going to lose more people. And one day you're going to wake up and there's going to be nobody there but yourself. And then you got to get honest with yourself.
Yep.
And then you got to get real with yourself. And then you got to get help. And then you got to face the music.
Yep.
Because if you cannot be honest with yourself every day with every choice that you make,
Yep.
you're just cheating yourself and you're cheating everybody else around you. So
That's,
at the end
yeah.
of the day, the person causing the drama, you just hand it right back to them. You don't say a damn thing. You don't say one word. You just hand it right back to them. And just go, you know what? Okay. You know, and seriously, when it comes to, I mean that. When it came to our situation, what did I do?
Hey, Jen.
Just sent it right back.
Mm-hmm.
I was done. I was done dealing with it. Take it. And look at everything it exposed when we did that.
Yep.
So
It
if
did.
everybody in the situation just takes a deep breath and stands back and says, you know what, you don't have that power no more. You Facebook comes with a block. Your phone comes with a block. Drop them like you drop a bad habit. You know what? It kind of sucks. It's kind of empty, but you know what? In the end, it's worth it. Because I
Yep.
tell you what I've gained. I tell you what I've gained from just dropping it and just walking away. The
Peace.
past year, the past year I've had peace.
Yeah.
I'm healthy again mentally. I'm getting there physically, even with my nerve disorder. I have a bald spot from the stress that people put me through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I freaked. It's right here, guys. I mean, in one of the other shows, you can go see. In fact, you can see it right through here.
Yep. It's getting better.
This is what it'll do to you, and other people's drama is not worth it. I don't care if it's your own kids. Trust
Nope.
me,
More than anybody else.
they'll push you more than anybody else. Just walk away from them. Just drop them, walk away.
When
Because
they're
you know
adults,
they're their own people, and if they want to make their own decisions,
yep. You
there
have to
ain't
teach
nothing you can do
people
about
how to treat you
it. That's right.
and what you'll accept and what you won't.
And that's something you and I've been working on a lot the past couple of years.
Yep.
Is I won't stand for lying. I won't stand for it.
Yep.
Hands down. I do not care who it is. You lie to me, I will call you out. I asked Jesse this today. I said, am I less tolerable, or is it my tolerance is less? What is it that's making me this way? And maybe it's because I'm just giving it right back and I'm not letting it affect me.
What did he say?
No, he asked me the same thing. And you know what? It's happiness.
That is self-confidence. You know what you're worth now.
Yeah, I know what I'm worth. Dropping every bad habit,
That's it.
and I mean every bad habit. And I'm not talking drugs. I'm not talking alcohol. I'm not talking nicotine. I'm not talking anything like that. A bad habit is keeping bad people around you. I had a bad habit of collecting people and just keeping the worst people around me,
And we
including
do
family
that.
members.
Yep.
And you know what? I don't need them. I gained the confidence. I can do it myself. And that's why this house appraisal is so much. It's not just, it's the result of hard work mentally and physically and emotionally. Because this was my therapy, dropping the bad habit. And I was very fortunate to be in the situation and have the love and support that I do.
You do.
It's phenomenal.
And that's where you realize your worth.
My worth.
Mm-hmm.
We went out to eat today. Okay, we celebrate. Jesse's birthday's coming around the corner. It's been a year since we started. Appraisal was today. I don't have anything pressing. I still have things that I need to do. Obviously, it doesn't stop. It continues because we have goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to achieve those goals. And we're going to make a show on goals. But we go out to eat. Everything after butt stinks.
Yeah.
So we go out to eat, and this guy, we're having a grand time. Okay. Abby's playing video games. I'm playing video games. I get Jesse to shoot at the arcade, and go race the car and whatnot. We're relaxing for the first time in a year. This guy comes up and he sits right behind me. I have Abby sitting next to me, and I fling forward because he sits down in the booth and he just does that number, right? No. What do? I tell you what I do. I looked Jesse in the eye and I stuck my foot right next to his leg up against the booth and I pushed back really hard. And I didn't let up because I'm going to stand my ground because I know my worth. And you know what? My daughter didn't deserve to be treated like that. You could have said, excuse me. You could have said, I'm sorry. You could have been polite.
Mm-hmm.
So he very loudly tells his partner, I think we need to change seats. She goes, oh, well, you can come sit right next to me. He goes, no, I think it's better if we move. I said, yeah, I think it is too. I think that is a grand idea. I think you should move. And I did not let up. Did not let up. He moves. I stand up and I go sit right next to Jesse and I stare at this guy because I want him to understand that you didn't have to be like this. Have to shove a 4-year-old little girl basically into the table. Well, she had a bottle of cream soda up to her mouth after she just got all of her teeth done. I know that sounds bad. Celebration, guys. We were out to eat.
You just don't know what anybody's been through that day. You don't know if they have a medical procedure that could kill them.
Right. And our waiter was really, really cool about it. He goes, yeah, he goes, I smelled them from about a mile away. Don't worry about it. I was like, I'm not angry at you, dude. Because he looked over and he was about ready to apologize for their behavior. And then I would have had to tell him what? No, do not own it because then you have to bring it home with you. So at the end of the day, if you got a bully in your life, you got somebody that's pushing you around, you are worth way more than them.
But then there's that fine line. When you start that, there's a fine line. When they want to smear your name all over the community or wherever they want to, or tell lies.
How ridiculous will they look? How ridiculous does it look on their end? On their end.
That depends on who believes them. I think
it doesn't matter who believes them. If whoever is believing that person looks ridiculous themselves.
Maybe.
Listen, it's like the schoolyard bully. It's like the schoolyard bully. He has like six friends he hangs out with. Right? He has 6 friends that he hangs out with. Hold on, wait. He has 6 friends. 6 friends. These 6 friends, they believe anything this guy says. He's loud. Roar. He's obnoxious. Roar. Right? And he stomps and he makes noises and he does ridiculous things and says ridiculous things for the shuck and oh. Okay? And these people are just, they look ridiculous. They look like a bunch of seals just seriously, this is how I taught my kids. They look ridiculous believing the walrus because the walrus tells the seals that they are all walruses. And we all know that those seals are seals, not walruses, but they are so blinded that they're the ones that look like idiots. And we're the ones that stand back and we know the truth. And we laugh and we joke and we just go about our day because you know what? We're not going to be sitting there going, at the end of the day.
No, but there does come a point where you just have to subtly,
laugh. We're doing it right now. We're talking about it right now. We're just not mentioning names. We're telling everybody how to deal with it. That's why we have this show. That's why we couldn't be on any other network. Or we would have been filtered. We would have been monitored. And we didn't do this so we could come on and talk smack about everybody, but to be able to have the freedom to say, you know what? If you're a part of this and you're a part of this and you don't want to be a part of this, we get it. We understand. That's why we have this. And this is how you deal with this. You just wash your hands. Mm-hmm. Throw it right back at him. That's all you do. Wash your hands and just throw that energy right back at him and just say, you know what? I'm done with you.
It's funny how quickly karma has bit here lately. Karma's not wasting time.
Because more and more people are not tolerating BS anymore. We have been locked up in our homes. Okay. We've been stuck, limited to what's been fed to us. Mm-hmm. And we're sick of it. We just want to live now. So what does karma happen? More people just drop it. And when you drop it and you have all this negativity around you, karma's like, oh, hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to go feed off of you. So the more that people just drop it and walk away from it, that aren't those seals clapping and laughing at the walrus, thinking that they're walruses too. They're the ones that get fed all the crap. Everything gets cut back to them because if you drop it, it goes right back to them. If this, say 20 of us stood around and said, you know what, we're done with this one person. and we just dropped it, walked away from that person, what happens? That person's left in what?
The people that want to kiss
And
that
all
behind.
that energy is stagnant. All that energy is stagnant and given right back to them with no other place to go except for to them.
Thank you, Stan.
Does that make sense?
It does. But there comes a point you got to say something. You just have to say something, then drop it. You can't just drop it. You got to say something.
Sure. You know what you do?
And
You
that's
write
where
it
I
on a piece of paper.
say,
You write it on a piece of paper and then you burn it. Oh yeah. You know what? No, you can't sit there and tell me no, because you know what? I'm going to call you out on this. I told you I had a karma situation. I said it about 15, 20 minutes ago. And you and Jen both told me I couldn't do it. And I don't care what anybody says, that's a rough go for me. Karma handed me this silver platter and said, "Here you go, Jan. If you want to serve the best karma dish in the world, you can."
but that's not for you to do. That's karma to do.
Why? Then why is it for you to say anything if karma is the one that has to take care of it?
Because
Because
karma's
they will make themselves.
karma's a little slow right now.
But you
And
know,
this person has said too much. So I had to say something. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't too evil. But when karma gets them, everybody's going to know. Oh, that's what she's talking about.
I think everybody already knows.
Eh, they got a lot of followers.
I think everybody knows. It's not even about that. I think at the end of the day, everybody knows in their heart. Sometimes it's hard to look. Okay, and Jen's gonna get a good laugh at this one. Sometimes it's hard to look away from a train wreck when it's happening.
Yeah. Well, they're happening.
No,
often
I'm
these-
serious. No, I'm serious. It's hard. Is it not?
It is, and they're happening real often these days.
And everybody turns their head to look at the car accident, which causes another accident, right?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Sometimes people just hang out to see what's going to happen. Sometimes people just hang out to see karma happen.
Especially
At the end
these
of the
days.
day, when the karma happens, and nobody has to hand out karma, because karma. Okay, I always say this. This is why it was nice for you and Jen to both tell me no, because as a human being, I have issues, and I'm not perfect.
None of us are.
But karma has its own schedule. Okay? And you can't push karma. But what you can do is you can send little notes to karma. And that's by dropping the energy and having that shock, that sudden jerk, that sudden disruption.
Yeah.
And the more disruptions that happen around a person, the faster it becomes that the world crumbles around that person and they're exposed. Because if one person leaves, I left. Right? I was one of the first people to say, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle this anymore. You're full of it. 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 Well, what happened after that? Everybody saw how they treated me and how they handled me in that situation. So it enlightened them that, oh, they are capable of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walked away, and then somebody else walked away, and this person walked away, and that person walked away. So it is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not for us to determine how that karma happens. It is for karma to determine how that happens. The only thing that we can do in support of karma is just dropping it and leaving it. You don't even have to love it. Drop it and leave it.
Yeah, there's some you just can't.
You can. You can.
No, you can't love them.
Oh, I was going to say you can. You can just leave them.
Oh, yeah, you can leave them. But there's some you just can't love them. Usually because you already did. And they've done messed up. And they messed up big.
You can't have love without hate. You can't have hate without love.
That's right.
Okay. And if I have loved somebody, when I leave them, I love them and I leave them, and then I drop them, and then I walk away because I cannot have that person a part of my life anymore, no matter how much it hurts. If it turns to hate, that hate still has love behind it because hate is hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And disappointment. Hurt and disappointment lead to hate. But that's only because that there was love there to begin with.
Unfortunately.
It is different, and it is different when you just loathe somebody. You just dislike them. Yep. And you can loathe somebody that you have loved. Absolutely. You always love the person in that moment when that moment happened. But the person that they become, you don't have to. Yep. And that's okay. And it's okay to walk away and say, I've made a mistake. It's okay. It's okay to look at yourself and go, you know what? I need to love me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's where a lot of people don't, unless they have a huge following behind them.
The only following you have to have is you, because at the end of the day, it's you. No matter what religion, no matter what your system of belief is it still comes down to you. At the end of the day, if you love yourself and you treat yourself right and you do right by yourself and you're honest by yourself, then you're honest by everybody and you love everybody genuinely. And whether you are Christian and you shine with God's love, or you're pagan and you shine with white light, or if you're Wiccan and it doesn't matter. If you love yourself and you're good to yourself, then you can be good to others and allow that negativity that affects some people, it doesn't affect you as much. It doesn't. I can't explain it. If you love yourself and you treat yourself right and you respect yourself, you allow by getting rid of everybody that you don't need and the negativity that you don't need, and that dropping it and giving it back to them, you literally clear just such a path for yourself to fill with nothing but the best of the best. And you know what? That best of the best, I may have had 50 friends a year ago, but I'm down to a handful, and that handful is worth more than those 50. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter what type of following I have.
So what did you disturb today?
Huh?
What did you disturb today? What did you mess with today?
Nothing. Why?
Well, because you're using the same Wi-Fi, the same computer that you do every week, but yet you're getting blurry. As a matter of fact, about a minute ago, when you started this whole thing, all around you was a blur. Then you started cutting out. Something's trying to talk to you. I know what that something is.
That's probably yeah, but that's we'll get to that after. It's probably my energy, because it's true. People just need to just.
It's the extension of your energy.
People. Probably because he lived it.
He did, and so did she.
Probably because he lived it. This is something.
Oh, it's not he, it's she. And she just went, okay, left side. She's sitting there. And she's like, I don't know what you done today. I don't know what you said today.
There's a few.
But she's like,
Because I'm changing my life.
That's a good thing.
When I say I'm loving me, I've always said that I love me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different now.
You mean it.
And I wish I want people. Yeah, I mean it. And I want people to feel that because it's amazing.
Every time you
I really want people.
You need to rewatch this because all the way around you is just a blur. You got him on the right and her on the left. Whoa.
I see him.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I don't know what you've done today to both of them, but you better be for talking to them after this.
Probably because they stand with me, honestly.
Oh, they do.
I
totally do.
I was taught these things as a child. They were instilled and engraved in me, and I've tried to live them as true as I can be. And until you truly start living it, you just. But my son, Pat, I mean, we used to talk about this all the time with bullies and people.
Yeah, he's a very happy little boy right now.
Raising kids has taught me so much. Looking through their eyes has taught me so much.
Oh yeah.
And there's no difference in dealing with the bully that they're dealing with than a bully on the internet. That's all he is. He's just a bully on the internet. You hit the block button.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You just hit the block button and you don't even worry about it. You just go about. It's not your problem. Not your monkey, not your circus.
Yeah. No, they just want to make a circus.
Today is a day for the parade, but I'm not the one leading it. I just, let them be their own Debbie Downer. Let them be their own, let them be, I don't know, a pessimistic person in their own mind, because all they're doing is having everybody laugh at them. And then, like I said, they just look ridiculous. They look ridiculous. Nobody can take anybody serious when they're like that. Nobody. It's 100% pure entertainment value. What's sad is that people do encourage it.
And those people look silly.
That's what I said. They look like seals. Here I'm a walrus, and you're a walrus. I'm a walrus. The walrus and the seal. I'm going to write a book. Jen's going to illustrate it.
She is getting so good with her drawings.
She is. Everybody, I'm so excited about their show. I'm going to promote their show. That's the only thing I'm going to do. I'm not about promoting, but I'm going to promote. I love Michael and Jen. I love them both.
Those two have an amazing energy. Yep.
And I love them individually.
Mhm.
individually, they're a delight too. Just
And
absolute brilliant.
they're both genuine in what they do.
Yeah. No, Jen, don't thank us. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your gift. Thank you guys for doing what you do. That's the bright side of the paranormal field. That's the bright side of mediumship. Let's end on a good note. You get this
That's the funny part.
amazing people.
That's the funny part because when you watch the shows, which she hasn't done in a while, but when you watch the shows, it doesn't matter how close you are to either one of them. That's not what's coming through. Whatever decides to come through, they have no control over. It doesn't matter
No,
who they know, who they don't know. What comes through is what comes through. And just watching, and maybe it's going to be somebody that's hollering for you, saying, "Hey, hey, I need you to know this."
me, I
Okay.
need a testimony. A testimonial. I mean, that was insane. I was cleaning, just doing my own business. My dad had just passed away. And then I get a hey, I have this Harold. And Harold's not a common name. And I'm going, just passed away. And I'm going, that's my dad's code name. That what? Like, what? Like he's coming through as Harold? Like, no, no, no. I'm like, this isn't happening. And sure enough, it was my dad. And the message he had to give me was actually one that we had communicated about. We had talked about it. He was going to let me know because I told him what it was like.
Yeah.
I work with energies. So for me, describing death and is very different. For me, looking at death is beautiful. It's just
It doesn't make it any
I
less
can't
hard.
wait. I love my life. I'm not going to go in my life just so I can see death because I have so much life to live. But I mean, death is beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I told him that. I said, just wait till you see the other side. Just wait till you feel it. Just it's amazing. And the message he gave me was, Jan, you were right. The colors, the feeling, the freedom. He has everything I felt when you were telling me about it. He goes, it's real.
Mhm.
It's that was
And
our
you know that he
I don't know,
knows.
he yeah, he knows. Like he's there, he I
Mhm.
love my dad. Still love my dad. Remember, love never dies. So it's okay, even if somebody passes, I do believe that you still love that. You still love them, no matter what.
Yeah, that was the same thing as okay. It has the most beautiful element about it. Yeah. What's funny is
It
you
does.
you not like somebody. It's not that you don't love them. If you were ever married to them, you probably did. That's hi Sydney. You probably did love them at one point, obviously. But
Oh yeah.
that was something that when I first met Jen, um, my ex had just died. My son's still living, and he was Indian, which made it 10 times worse because he was at one time abusive. Of course, I'm the kind that it happens once, I'm out the door, I'm done. But when he passed away, I had just talked to her for a second and said, I don't know. I've got these two owls outside my house. They're not eating the chickens. I don't know what's going on. They're like mates. I don't know what's going on. Well, my ex shot one of them. I mean, shot him clear through. And that sucker was still out there wailing. It sounded gurgled, but it was doing it. It was talking to its mate. Next day, it was gone. Then his mate was there. I was like, okay, this is a little creepy. I'm not liking this. And so I let that go. And then when I met her, I was like, no, I don't know. I just asked for a reading. I didn't ask for nothing specific, nothing. And that's what she found was him. He was trying to say, I'm sorry. We never had any hard feelings after that. We raised our kid together. No, I was never going to
Right.
get back with him. But I forgave him for hitting me. It was over. It was done. And she was
He
like,
just wasn't your shade of lipstick.
yeah. She's like, he's saying, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I can understand that. And there was a picture with me on a horse. I was like, I don't know. And I asked my son, I said, is he keeping pictures in a canister? She said, yeah. And he goes, yeah, they're in the old house. I said, go through them. Well, he didn't have them. I did. That one picture. And it was of me and Mason as a baby on the horse. All right. I understand. Well, now he's gone. I don't have any issues with him. I don't have nothing. That's all I needed to say. He's gone. Yep, he's done.
Yeah, when it comes down to it.
Yep. And I hope he did that with the other lady he hit. That's great. Move on.
Death is a beautiful thing. It's an amazing, incredible, beautiful thing. It may not be beautiful on our end, the surviving end, but the person that's going on to the other side, if it's done, they move on. It's great.
It is, but I think for us to understand it, or at least understand that there is something past that, and understand that you can speak to them, or there is people that can speak to them for you and give the message to you. Because I know not everybody, they can, but not everybody will. So, it is hard for those people, but if they understand that, okay, that they can come back and say, hey, I'm okay. I'll talk to you later. I'm okay.
I'll see you. See you when you get here. I'm going to blink my eyes and you'll be here.
And some people can
I'm gonna just take a jog.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be here. See this right here. Just like this. They're gonna be here.
It just blurs. That's funny. All right, Patrick, I need you to back behind the couch, buddy. Back. Stop that.
Maybe that's why I handled my son's death so well. It's just
because
I know that there's
everywhere.
Oh God. I have my moments.
And the boys and his dad. That's where he's at. We don't need to grieve for those that are.
Yeah, we grieve our own loss. When I grieve my son, well, I don't grieve my son. I grieve the loss of my love, the growth.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, that was the hardest thing for me. And I'll have to do a show on that. I think maybe we'll do a show on grief. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. But
next week we have a guest. We have the wine guest.
Oh, it's May. It's May. It's May. Shh. It's May.
Yeah, but the thing, those people that can see death on somebody, or maybe not even see it. I've heard some people that say they can look at somebody and instead of them being like they used to see them in color, they're black and white, which to them means they're almost gone. They've got one foot on the other side. Okay, and sometimes you don't even know. I mean, like there's nothing wrong with them, but that's how some people see them. Other people, like me, just know. I mean, it's like, okay, this is the last few times. This is it. We're not going to get this very much longer. So let's do what we need to do. And I think it's because I was introduced to death at 8 years old. So it was like, okay, let's, I already know this, so it's okay. Let's do this.
See, Jen has her death doula, and I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Death doula.
Yeah, I looked into that. I really didn't understand what that meant until she said it. And I had to actually research what that meant. And I did. And that's not something I could do. That's a reason I left the nursing home. I can't. Whoever can, that's amazing. Especially having a gift doing it. A lot of people do it, but don't have the gift to be able to say what they're actually thinking or saying, or, their goodbyes. Most people don't have that gift. So to have both, to be able to do that and be able to say, what's going on around them, who's there to take them, things like that. That's huge. because there's very, very few that can do that. I nope, I can't.
I used to walk into a nursing home, and I traveled a lot as in the medical field, and I'd go from facility to facility to facility, and I'd do inspections, and I'd go work. Just I had a very interesting job in the medical field. If I was at a place permanently and I planted my roots, well, it was always temporary, but we call it a temporary permanent. Um, Everybody that would need to pass away would pass away within like 2 weeks of me working there. And I would be with them every single time, or right before, I would leave, or as I was coming in, or in the middle of my shift, or right after I would leave, they would go. And
Do you
this
think
gentleman,
that might be like, okay, you've heard of people that are going to wait for their brother to get there, their mother to get there, their husband to get there before they're going to let go. Do you think they might be waiting for somebody peaceful to be able to mentally say it's okay, and for them to believe it?
I think it's just a calming of the energy. You go in there and you take care of them, and you remind them that they're still a human being, that they've had their purpose, and that it's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine. It's not their burden. And you know what? It's like death, drama. When you leave drama, it's death. You're going to grieve it. No, I'm serious, because when I help somebody pass on, and I talk them through it, and you walk with them and you sit with them.
Anger, acceptance. I don't remember what the other two are, but I know there's anger, acceptance. Oh, denial. Anger, acceptance. And then there's one I don't remember.
You go through your own grief. And you do that with anything, with the ending of a friendship, with the ending of drama, with the ending of a relationship, when you move, when there's a big change, there's always that's death. That's death. Change is death.
Yep.
And then when you just look at it from that point, if you've made it through a divorce, if you've made it through massive changes, and you've lived your life, all you're doing is just changing one more time. And you just get to change into something completely different. And when you have somebody explain it to you that way,
butterfly,
it's amazing. It's so amazing. I see color. I can see every connection that everybody's ever had with somebody. And I can see the life. I can take it like a strand out of a ball of yarn, and I can go, oh my, oh, you had drama right here, and you had this, and you had that. Oh my gosh, you had a hard go with this person, but in the end, it's worth it, type of thing. But I can go through, and you calm the energy, and you just let them know it's okay. And when you let them, it's not their problem anymore.
Right.
That's like drama, it's not your problem anymore. That's the beautiful thing about drama, is when you walk away from it, it's not your problem anymore. When you die, it's literally not your problem anymore. It's the person that's left behind. Honestly, hospice is not there truly for the person that's passing away. Hospice is more trained for the people that are left behind. You got to figure out the family dynamic, So, I mean, when you approach drama, approach it like a death.
Right.
Get mad.
Okay. Let's get to that impasse. I don't know if this is, just some of us, or everybody has this issue, or this is something I've never asked, but when you can't control how somebody feels, like, when somebody's gone, yeah, it's going to hurt. Yes, but they're in a better place. So your grief is minimal compared to someone else that isn't that way. So when you have to deal with somebody that is dealing with that, and you just want to shake them and go, look, it's okay, stop. And you can't. You cannot do that. You have to let them do their own thing, but you can't control the situation.
They're kind of point. there comes a point, and I will say this: there comes a point that you have to tell somebody that they need to stop, and that's being honest, and that's getting real. Um, you know, I probably had a lot of delay grief with my son. I was pregnant with my daughter.
You
Um,
didn't. You had her to deal with right there.
I didn't have time, and he wouldn't want me to be like that for a very long period of time. And I'm not saying that I don't have my moments, and I didn't have my moments. I stood in the shower and I screamed, but cry with the shock. That's okay.
Yeah.
Cry again with the pain of the loss because that sucks.
Yeah.
And then you cry it away with your third cry and realize it's going to be okay. And that's what I was always taught, and that's what I taught my kids.
Right.
Because anything after 3 is just selfish. It's just
Yeah.
selfish. Why? Why you have so much to live for? Why are you just going to stand there and grieve for one person? I've buried children. Okay, I've lost children. That's not going to stop me. My children wouldn't want me to stop living. I need to live. There's so much to do. There's so many places for me to be. I need to raise more kids. And grief is super complex.
Mm-hmm.
But there comes a point where you have to tell somebody, you need help. You
Mm-hmm.
need help. And actually, and I do believe that the person that we're discussing needs help. And that's the part where it's hard not to pity that person because you're going, oof, that person's not going to get help until everybody just walks away from them.
Yeah.
When they don't have an audience, and like I've said before in the show, and the only one that they are faced to look at is themselves, they're faced with the reality of realizing that they need help.
Yeah.
And you're doing nothing but a benefit to them by walking away to let them expose themselves to themselves. Because that's what you want to do. You want to open up their eyes. You want to stick them in front of a mirror and you want to say, here, look at yourself. You look ridiculous. You are acting crazy and you need help. You need to get in touch with yourself. You need to get in touch with reality. Well, in reality, you can't hold that mirror up to that person. The only thing you can do is you literally, that's where you still love them where they're at and you leave them and you give it back to them. And when they get it back and they start sorting through that baggage and they start sorting through that energy, they start sorting through themselves. And everybody does it. We're all human. And what they do with that information is up to them. And that's not your responsibility because you just gave them their crap back. So if they want to throw it out, they can throw it out. And that's fine. They can throw it out because then it wasn't worth anything. Or they can set it aside and they can try to fix it and they can try to clean it up. And that comes with fixing themselves first. So until they make steps to fix themselves, you can't do anything but love them where they're at and leave them where they're at.
Yeah. Yep. You can't let somebody bring.
At the end of the day, they're human. And there's reasons why they're doing what they're doing. And it's their pain, it's their hurt, it's their grief. And that pain and that hurt and that grief have manifested. And that manifestation has taken over that person.
Right.
And it's just a mask that they're consistently wearing. It is a costume that they put on because deep down inside, they are hurting so bad that they cannot face the reality of every day. And that is hard. And that is hard to let somebody in that position. But mental health is a true issue. And when you, like I said, at the end of the show, I would talk myself out of it, didn't I? It is an hour and 14 minutes. And at the end, I can still find the human side to everything, even with all the drama.
Yeah.
And I can do that because I handed it back. I don't deal with this person
Yeah.
ever anymore. I don't deal with these people ever. So I can just sit back on the outside now and go, okay, I understand.
Yeah. Well, when I get to the point I understand this person, we'll be good.
Well, you
'Cause
can't
I
ever understand somebody. You can't ever truly understand somebody. But you can understand is that person's been through a lot, and that damage
Mhm.
has eaten away at the very existence of who they are. And we need to respect the fact that we haven't been in that person's shoes and we don't know the pain that they're going through. Because the
No, but
loss that they experienced was great. The loss was great. And a
we
loss
can't
like that,
when they cause other pain to cover up their pain.
that's where you just walk away.
Yeah.
That's giving it back.
Mhm.
Don't let them cause the pain. Why? Why? If you know it's not true and everybody else knows it's not true, who cares who believes that what it's true and what's not true? Okay, who cares? That's where you lose hair. That's where you lose sleep. That's where you create negative feelings. That's where you create extra baggage that you don't want. So who
Yeah.
cares? No, really, people need to say who cares?
Yeah.
Who
Sometimes you got to
cares?
wait a little bit before you can do that, though. It takes a little bit before you can do that. You're going to give it back for a while before you can do that.
And just walk away.
Eh, yeah.
Jen, tell her, walk away.
Oh, I walked away, but I'm not done giving it back yet.
Walk away and have everybody, that wants to walk with you, walk with you. But if you don't have anybody to walk with you and you just walk away, eventually everybody else will come.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a whole lot of people, but I just want karma to get him right now. Her.
Yeah, but you know what? The second that you do that, Adrienne, the second you do that, you're being a hypocrite and it comes back on you. And that's what people don't understand.
It
And
might,
that's
but
what you told me.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean, and everybody, this is what friends do. This is true friendship right here. This is why we created this show.
That's
It's
it.
called The Voice of Reason is right here.
Yep.
It's one of those things that if you push karma, you're just pushing karma onto yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to piss karma off. Don't do karma's job. Okay?
No.
Or you're
No.
going to piss karma off. Karma is Avelina. Okay? Telling her you can't watch YouTube. All right? Don't piss karma off because she's going to scream at the top of her lungs and she's going to make your day and maybe next 3 days a living hell because she wanted to watch that YouTube. No, I'm just saying, honestly, no. You when you push karma, you enrage karma. Karma is its own thing. It's like envy. You don't ever feed into envy. Right? You don't feed into the negative. I don't even feed into the over positive. I just feed into the happy go medium lucky gray situation. I'm just saying here, I tread the water, Hey, it's just me. I'm not a seal, I'm not a walrus, I'm just Jan. I'm an individual. At the end of the day, I mean, if you're okay with it, and that's what I tell anybody, I'm never going to try to talk you out of it because at the end of the day, you're going to make up your own mind. And if you can go sit in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm okay with the repercussions that come back with me. You got to remember, karma's tenfold. So you may have just popped a tire on that one person's car. But when karma comes back to get you and it's tenfold, it's going to blow up the engine of your car. So are you really wanting to pay that price if you push karma and you piss it off? And if you are, then do it. You live with yourself. And our first, it is, Jen, I agree. But the voice of reason needs to come back. And the voice of reason needs to take over. And we are all human. And, to defend and to be a mother bear is very much in our nature. We are women and we are nurturers and we protect. So when women with faced with drama handle it a lot different than men do because we take it personal.
Yeah.
And you just got to leave the emotion out of it. When you drop the emotion and you look at the logical side and you look at it from that point, you're able to see that, you know what? He's doing a fine job by himself. I'm just going to sit that back with a bag of popcorn and have a drink and watch the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
So just watch the show. Give it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Get back to me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Rosie, if you're still here, I miss your pretty face. Everybody, Rosie's wonderful.
She is. She's here. She's around. Yeah, she's got her own station now, and we're going to be streaming to her. We're going to be streaming to Skeleton Key. Yeah, we're growing.
We're going to be plastered all over the place.
We are, and these people that we're with, Skeleton Key and Rosie's, these people are good people. There's no.
I love you too, Jen.
There's no competition. It's helping each other, and that's all we're about. Jeremy's on the road right now. He should be getting where he's going right now. Pretty close to now. We all want to kind of, keep him in our thoughts, make sure he gets home okay. He's got a bowl.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a rough couple of weeks for everybody in the paranormal field.
Yeah.
And it's going to get a little bit harder, I think, with retrograde coming. So maybe that's why I'm saying let's not put out any bad vibes before retrograde, so we can just chill and clean our closet, clean our house, and just skate through and make our changes after retrograde. I got to preach it. Retrograde's coming up next week. So, yeah. So make sure your houses are clean. Make sure your closet's clean. Make sure you have put that positive energy in. You've donated. You've done everything that you can to have yourself a good retrograde. And if you don't remember, go back a couple of episodes. And I think it's episode number 2 that we did retrograde. But seriously, just give it a couple of weeks. Let's see where it all plays. Let's see where it all goes. We're with good networks and we're with good people. We are with good company. And, everybody talks about unity. I just talk about community.
We're with family. I mean, I don't know.
It's not even, you know what? Community is more than family. Because community is literally helping everybody out. Everybody has a piece and a part.
Yeah.
A family is a community.
The people that we're with, you can call up anytime and say, you know what? I'm fucking done. I need to talk. They're going to be there. That's what it's all about.
Come to chat after. Oh no. She has something to call me out on. Is it me or Adrienne?
I'm pretty sure it's me. You both can chew my butt here in a minute. But we do have to get off here.
Yeah, so remember, everybody, love everybody where they're at. If you don't like the situation, leave it. Hand it back. We will see you here next week with a guest. And I love you guys. I don't know who's all watching. I really don't got comments, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to fix that next week. I can't see comments. If you had something to say that's really important, please message one of us because we can't see it. So we'll talk to y'all next week.
It's me. You guys, I got to go get my butt chewed.
It's you that's in trouble. Bye. Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.